Coach, thanks very much. Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with their opponents. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set. 120.
Here we go. Check. Crunch.
Lion.
Hey, switch gears. Shift. Bang.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming for you, son.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Here we go. Back. 180.
Number 53. Mike 53.
Sunday.
Let's go, D. Switch. Jam. Kill.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, D-line, let's go. Great.
Now the rookie from Boise State, Alexander Madison. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Waiting.
Mike 47. Here it comes.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. That goes for a gain of 31.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Gotta do better.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league.
Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And now it's 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
At the 3-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. Going left side here, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
20! 46 down, man, 5-4.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And this is Cook with a grab. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 280!
Mike, hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Throwing is Wentz. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Wentz now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
180!
Mike 54. I'm coming for you, Mike.
Now Wentz again. Going right side here, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And that is gonna be pulled in one-handed. Wow. They give him a gain of 38. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Javon Hargrave there on the stop. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Hey, empty. Empty.
From the 22, Wentz. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 22-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they got the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now a play fake here on first down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Philadelphia.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He'll drop to throw. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. He'll look to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Flush to his right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. What a boost for this offense that he can throw in a run like that after the success that he's had throwing the football.
I love that, being able to mix in something a little bit different just when you're starting to think that's all you're going to see. He changed it up, flipped the script on him, and boy, did it work to his offense's benefit.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Javon Hargrave in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Throwing now is Wentz. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you termed that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's taken in by Callaway. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Going up top. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Get ready. At their own 14-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. And he's going to be brought down. back at his own 6-yard line. Fletcher Cox, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Wentz. And Wentz will not be able to get rid of it. He's taken down for a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Clay Matthews brings the heat and gets the sack.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, it's Wentz. Lets it fly for Thielen. That's caught inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Wentz to throw again. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Another run with Sanders. And an alley to run. He finds an opening past the 40.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is going to lose yardage here. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. They will face a 2nd and 9 now following the penalty. 2nd and 9 now. And that'll be incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Wentz now to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. They come out here in the I. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Wide. Get wide. Slam. No. Off. Deuce.
What's this on?
They run. Abdullah. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
It's third down and goal to go.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
49, check 49. Slam.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles get over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. They'll look to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A big pickup there for the Eagles first down, 18 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
36.
They're going to look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 45 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. So up comes Wentz as he and the guys on offense here will go for 2. To throw is Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now back to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap into the give to Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here trying to preserve the lead. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Here we go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Right there.
Wentz now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Deep ball for Goodwin. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 29. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many